Alright, to start off with, I tried to paint the body with a metallic silver from AutoZone. It was like Duplicolor or some kind of cheap car paint. It turned out really rough, so I ended up sanding it back down, and all I had at the house was some Rust-Oleum red. So I just sprayed that over it. And I know it don't look the best, but for the first model, you know, I was testing some things out. It is what it is. Had to get back in the groove. But yeah, it was real rough. I half-assed sanded it down, painted it red, and that was it for the body. Did the black stripe up the hood like an idiot. The only flat black I had was testers, so I brushed it on. Like I said, next one will be way better. I'm going to start with a couple things I screwed up on. First one being, I forgot to put the headers on before I glued the motor in. That kind of sucks, so it don't have headers on it. Just got the exhaust there. Old glass packs on the back. Red springs. All them little suspension pieces. I broke a couple of them, so I didn't even worry about putting the suspension on. Put the main K-member or whatever that is in the front. Did the rear end on the back with the shocks. That's as far as that goes. Painted the little straps there. Did the engine forward blue with the aluminum heads. Everything else steel. Got the Edelbrock / Trick Flow intake manifold there. MSD distributor. I found a company that 3D prints a lot of parts, and they got the 6AL and 7AL MSD boxes. I might come in and add one of those right there, and maybe add some plug wires later on. Got the cold air intake, ran out into the fender there. So behind the headlights, I went in on the chrome part, mixed some yellow and red, and just painted inside behind the covers there before I glued them on. Got the engine bay looking pretty good. Got a couple decals in there. Had to go around and paint all this black around the windows. Totally screwed the windows up gluing them in. Made a mess with that. Gotta find a good way of gluing. I used the window maker glue, so it did dry clear, but you can see back there's a mess. The glass goes on from the outside on this kit, and you have to glue it from the inside. What I've seen most people do with this model is they paint the edges black, but I didn't have any masking tape to tape it off to paint it black. That would have hid that. So yeah, lesson learned. Painted the door handle there black. Little silver lock. Got the metal racing seats with the red roll cage in there. On the inside, it's pretty plain. The inside's pretty plain, just flat black. I did do the gauges, and I got the racing tack in there. You can't see it, but I did paint the pedals and put them in there. Put the little badge on the dash. I also broke the mirrors off. Trying to do something after I build it. So seeing how it's a race car, street car, guess it don't need mirrors. Is what it is. Got my sponsors on the back quarter panel, some on the back. Tail lights look pretty clean. Got the red calipers on the discs for the brakes. I do have to go up and touch up the little 5.0. don't know if I'm just gonna touch it back up with red and leave it, or do the silver and try it again. Headlights look pretty clean. Not bad. Got the battery. There she is. Oh. Alright, on my next build, it's going to be a lot of custom stuff, a lot of custom 3D printed parts. I'm having a hard time decide which one I want to do. I want to do a twin turbo 572 Nova drag car build, or a car audio van. If I do the car audio van, I'm probably going to do 812s with all the amps, like 8 or 10 Optima red top batteries, and then actually run all the cords and everything. 4 alternators, so it's going to be very detailed. Under the hood, going to have 4 alternators, going to have all the power wires and ground wires and everything ran. Gonna take my time with it. But if I do the Nova, I'm gonna 3D print the engine. Gonna do a big block twin turbo setup with nitrous. Also gonna tub it out with the big fat slicks in the back. Probably no wheelie bars, and any custom stuff I can think of with that. The third option is I kind of want to do a Monte Carlo donk style, just not with the big rims. It'll probably have like some 20s, some good looking rims on it. And then it's also going to have probably a LS with the Dominator and everything on it, and a system in the back, or maybe a single turbo LS build, but it'll have a built nitrous or turbo motor. The interior will be done up. It'll have some rims on it, and I'm going to cut out the trunk, make some hinges where the trunk opens, and have a system with the amp and the wiring and stuff in there. Y'all let me know which one y'all want to see me build, and for now, I'm out. Peace.